Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you're all doing good. So today I'm going to be doing a full face makeup tutorial using Focallure products, which I recently bought from Focallure.com. So first I'm going to be prepping my face with a non-Focallure primer because I didn't buy the primer which is available on the website. So I'm using the SFR primer for that. And moving on to the foundation, I'm going to be using the Focallure Skin Evolution Fluid Foundation with SPF 15. So this is a very creamy foundation. So I'm just concentrating on my eye first because I'm going to be starting with the eye makeup first. So I'm just using the foundation to just give my eyeshadow a very good base, and I'm going to be using this as like an eyeshadow primer. And once that's done, I'm going to be setting this with the Focallure Face Compact Powder. So this is in the shade 02 Natural Color, and this works really well, and it is priced for about 270 rupees. So I'll be mentioning all of that in my description box, so don't forget to check that out. So once my eyeshadow base is set, I'm going to be moving on to the eyeshadow. So I'm using the Sunset palette, which was recently launched. I have done a complete review and swatch video of this very beautiful palette on my channel. I'll be linking that on my screen somewhere. So I'm going to be taking the shade called Sun Ray as a transition color today. It's a very light color, light brown color I would say, and it is a very super color for transition. And I'm just defining my transition really well with a very good fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. Then moving on to the shade called Horizon, which is a little more darker brown color, and I'm going to be using this on defining my crease even more. Next, moving on to the shade called Burnt, I'm going to be starting to put this color from the inner corners of my eyes till the middle of my eyelid. I'm using the flat brush provided in the palette. In the palette, you have a brush which is double-sided. One side is a fluffy brush, another side is a flat brush. The brush works medium. It's not too good or too bad. It's on the very medium side. So once this is done, I'm going to moving on to a shimmery shade from the palette called Heat, which is a rose gold kind of a very beautiful shimmery shade. So I just took some product on my brush, but I didn't find a lot of pigmentation there, so I used my ring finger to take some more of the product so that my eyeshadow looks even more popped up. So moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to be using the shade called Horizon again to define my lower lash line. So all of that is done, and I'm going to be moving on to the most favorite part, which is the mascara. I have already done the eyeliner with a different brand's product because I didn't buy the eyeliner from Focallure, and this Focallure mascara is a fabulous one because the brush is too very precise for for your lower lashes, which I really love. So it gives me very fuller lashes, which I love, and it's quite waterproof. I have done a complete review on my Instagram. So moving on to the face makeup, I'm going to be using the same foundation, the Skin Evolution foundation, which is very creamy and it's mainly apt for the dry skin because it might look a little cakey for the oily skin category and because of its creamy texture, I would say, but it gives you light to medium, and if you want to build more it might look cakey. So it's a very average kind of a foundation. So I'm just dotting the foundation all over my face just to give my blending a very easy time because I found it really difficult to blend in the product. So I'm just using a buffing brush to blend here. So once my base is set, I'm going to be contouring my face. So I'm going to be using the contour or highlighter stick from Focallure, and this is in the shade 03 Coffee. It's a very good contour color for my skin tone basically, and I really loved how the product worked and stayed on my skin. So very happy on this contour, and mainly because of the packaging, because it's quite tiny and I think it's very easy to travel with. So once the contouring and the baking part is done, I'm going to be defining my eyebrows with a spoolie brush first, and then I'm going to be using the other side of the brush to take the color called Burnt from the eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be defining my eyebrows. So once my eyebrows are done, I'm going to be dusting off the baked powder on my face, and then moving on to the apple cheeks. So I'm going to be starting off with the blush. So this is in the shade 03 Prim, which is like a light Barbie pink kind of a color, and it's quite pigmented, but I don't know why it's not shown so much on the camera, but it's quite pigmented. Next, moving on to the highlighter, and these both are kind of a refill packs, and the highlighter is very subtle. It does not give you a lot of pigment, it just gives you a very subtle shine to your cheeks. So that's the complete look of my Focallure full face. So I've used a different lipstick on my lips today, and that's the complete look. So I hope you like this video and enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up.